Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, a brand new review. I know I just hit you guys with a Pharrell and Adidas review, but I've got another one. So I didn't actually know I was gonna get this pair till after I already finished that video. So we have this in hand, and after looking at it, you know what? It definitely deserves its own video. And this one is, you know what? Probably better than the first one. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Adidas and Pharrell Hu NMD in this extra eye colorway. So the extra eye colorway. Right, so here's the box, exactly the same as the last one. It's coming in this kind of beige, pretty simple box. You've got the Hu triangle on the top. Of course, you've got your Pharrell Adidas logo and the front, and of course your size tag. Pretty much exactly the same as the last one. So if we break them open, you get hit with some color, and here they are. The orange colorway of the Pharrell NMD Hu. Now we are talking. This is the one I've been waiting on. Crazy color on these. Of course, you've got your extra pair of laces, and this comes in a slightly pinkish, maybe orange colored lace, but pretty subtle. It's almost like an off-white color, very slight tinge of orange. In fact, I actually have the other pair, so I'll grab that out. Here we go. So I've got both of the colorways. So here you go. If you hadn't made a decision on which one you wanted, I guess maybe you can make that decision in this video. Even looking at them side by side, I mean, this one is so nice. Unfortunately for me right now here in the UK, it is just getting into that fall winter time where the rain starts coming through and it starts getting a little bit colder. So ideally this is, well, not ideally, this is definitely a summer colorway. I'd argue that this is a summer colorway too, however, it's a little bit more toned down and maybe a tiny bit more of a fall colorway. But again, I'm not going to spend too much time deciding on what is the best pair for a specific season. In general, this is probably going to be the colorway I would go with. So if you haven't watched my last video, I definitely recommend watching that. Of course, if you're interested in that extra eye colorway. However, if you're interested in this, then let's just jump straight into it. So both of these colorways release on October the 2nd. Both retail for $220, £180 here in the UK. However, this one, or this orange colorway, actually released a little bit earlier back in August. It was a very limited release only through the Network app. Of course, I didn't pick up the pair then. I didn't even really know what the Network app was. And in my last video, when I was reviewing that purple pair, I said I definitely wanted this colorway, and that's without seeing it in hand. I'm definitely right. This is the colorway I prefer for sure. So it is very, very loud. Of course, you're getting a very vibrant orange. Just like the last colorway, it's coming in pretty much the exact same change up of materials. So for this knit pattern, as opposed to past Pharrell sneakers we've seen, it changes it up for at least 2 different types or 2 different textured knits. You can kind of see you've got a little bit of a darker orange for around the front of the shoe, and as it moves up into these 2 different circular patterns, you get a little bit of a lighter color and then maybe a deeper orange for the top. Now what's interesting is you still have that text on the front, and of course that is embroidered. Now this embroidery is kind of like a very tan or almost gold color. Now this text of course is in a different language, and that is actually Chinese. Now translated, it reads extra I, just like the last pair. However, of course the last pair came in English, and that text was in a white color. So for me personally, I just like the look of this Chinese text a lot more than the plain bold English letters, so I can definitely see why Pharrell goes for these different languages text. I think it just has a little bit more of an interesting design element to the shoe as opposed to just plain old English. Hey, nothing against English, but I'm just saying this looks a little bit more interesting. As you move up from the pretty plain sock-like fit, you get to these wraparound laces which pretty much just hug the top of your foot. The color that comes laced up is this almost like gray color. I think it has a tiny bit of reflective knit woven in. You are getting a really comfortable pair of shoes. You're getting a prime knit sock-like upper with a completely full-length boost midsole. And that of course is a match made in heaven. This fits me true to size, so that is what I would recommend. Now in terms of resale, both of these sneakers are going for like a fraction above their retail price, so it's clearly not something that is incredibly hyped. I mean, you guys remember back in the day when everybody had NMDs, that was the craze, that was the hype. So of course, Pharrell jumped on that with the collaboration, and it all just kind of seemed to go together really, really well. However, now it's a different climate, there's different sneakers that are performing just completely differently, so bringing this back and expecting the same demand is not something you can do. However, having the option of new Pharrell sneaker colorways, I think has to be a win for anybody who appreciates this model. But hey, that pretty much wraps it up for the Pharrell NMD in this orange colorway. But let me know what you think. Which one are you taking? Which one do you prefer? Let me know down in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next one. But until then,